The end is near, or so many want you to believe. Midway through 2012, and there's yet no sign of some impending apocalypse. Still, there are many who wish it to happen, who think it will happen, through the form of some kind of meteor or asteroid, or maybe the results of this upcoming election. The majority of people who believe in Armageddon, or the apocalypse, are hopeful that it will happen by way of zombie invasion. It's a very frightening thought, isn't it? To imagine waking up with a loved one, fangs showing, blood-soaked clothes, coming after you with the sole purpose of consuming your brains. But I want you to be rest assured that in every possible scenario, it's very unlikely that a loved one is going to come after you and eat your brains. And I want to explain why, so you sleep well tonight. When I was a kid, my dad and I would play this board game. It was kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, and often he was this warlord, or warlock. And he would summon zombies. Now these zombies were more skeletal in structure, and the flesh they had was peeling from their bones. Clothes are ragged, of course. As you see, it has no organs. It's just mainly a skeleton. It has no need to consume. And if it doesn't consume, it means that it's not a natural object. It doesn't operate in a natural way. It doesn't eat to sustain itself. It means that it's animated purely by magic and the principles of magic. Well, the majority of us don't really believe in magic. I mean, maybe we have some supernatural belief, but if this kind of magic existed, zombies would be the least of our worries. With the growing zombie genre and fandom, we are given more realistic, scientific explanations for the origin of zombies. Max Brooks has written in World War Z or in other books, as well as the authors of, or the creators of Resident Evil. They've offered a solution for the origin of the zombies. That is the form of a virus. You get the T virus, you get the Sil-Terhar virus. And this is a scary thing. There's a virus. We know that viruses exist. We know that they're real, that they do have an effect on us. And the zombie virus actually shuts down the major part of your brain. Everything that makes you a sentient being, your ability to reason, it shuts it down, and you live off of this. Your less evolved part of your brain. You become a creature based off instinct, and your instincts are to hunt, eat, and poop. So what do zombies hunt? They hunt other people. A zombie is a person. Biologically, you're a person. Your cells have to function the same way. Everything functions the same way. You just, for some reason, because your brain is shut down, you have a desire to eat other people. Well, there's a problem with this. If zombies are cannibals, which that is, if you're eating a member of your own species, you're a cannibal, then certain malformations can occur. We have a thing called mad cow disease. One member of a species, another member of the species, there are proteins that don't form the right way. And if that happens in the case of mad cow disease, it affects your nervous system. In Papua New Guinea, they have had a history of cannibalism, and they've developed this disease very similar to mad cow disease called kuru. People who are affected with kuru have no control of their nervous system. They twitch, they have seizures, and if zombies are biologically like us, they're susceptible to the same thing, which means that the majority of zombies are going to be twitching piles of flesh on the ground. Minor inconvenience, maybe annoyance, you just throw them into a ditch, and they're not really going to chase you. However, there are some of the inhabitants of Papua New Guinea who have developed, through evolution and many years of cannibalism, an immunity to such diseases. And so let's give the zombies the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that a zombie, or every zombie, has bestowed to them an immunity to kuru. They still have to consume food, and they still have to go through the same metabolic processes that we do, glycosis, the breakdown of glucose into ATP or energy to power the cells, because your cells will need power to operate. But your body also needs a variety of nutrients. You can't live solely on hamburger meat alone. You're going to become very malnourished. And being malnourished is very bad for your cells as well. So the decay rate of zombie flesh is going to magnify. It's going to increase. Because they're not getting the proper nutrition. And what else do you need as a zombie? Or as a biological entity? You need water. When we watch a zombie movie, or when we think about zombies, we don't think about zombies actively seeking out food that's not human. We don't see them sucking back on a garden hose. It just doesn't happen. And we don't see them shopping. We don't see them scavenging through shopping malls, looking through food, eating something that's not human. We don't see this in horror movies. Often they're just huddled around a dead person, scavenging through their carcass, picking away at their flesh for some kind of sustenance, and somehow this sustains them for months. But without water and without proper nutrition, you don't have long to live. Your body will break down. It will not function. You will be nothing more than a dying pile of flesh. So I want you to be rest assured that if a zombie virus did come about and did affect a certain amount of people, the threat would be minimal at most. So whether or not there will be an Armageddon, just rest assured that zombies will not eat your brains. Thank you.